Falling for the wrong people and getting your heart broken time and time again? Have you ever wondered if you might have a problem with love addiction? If so, in this video we'll discuss the 7 steps to love addiction recovery and how you can finally break free from this destructive pattern. And if you stay until the end of this video, we'll share some bonus tips that you won't want to miss. Number 1. Acknowledge the problem. The first step is to recognize and acknowledge that you have a problem with love addiction. Love addiction is a compulsive and often destructive pattern of behavior characterized by a persistent craving for love, romance, and affection. For example, someone with a love addiction will constantly seek love and validation from others, sacrificing their own needs and jumping from one relationship to the next. This behavior then leads to a cycle of unhealthy relationships and heartbreak. By acknowledging the problem, this means you're admitting to yourself that your behavior is causing problems and you may need help. Number 2. Learn about love addiction. The second step is to educate yourself about love addiction. This includes learning about the signs and symptoms of love addiction, as well as understanding the underlying causes and risk factors. You'll gain insight into the effects love addiction has on your relationships and life in general. It will help you identify triggers and patterns in your behavior, thus giving you an opportunity to implement healthy coping mechanisms or seek professional support. Educating yourself about love addiction paves the way for what you'll need to break free from the cycle of destructive behavior. It can help you start working towards a more fulfilling and healthier life. Number 3. Identify triggers and patterns. The third step is to identify the triggers and patterns that lead to your love addiction. This means recognizing the situations, people, and emotions that lead you to engage in addictive behaviors. When you identify patterns or triggers, you're able to understand what causes the addictive behavior, and in turn, this allows you to be more aware of what or who triggers you in whichever setting it may be. By recognizing your triggers and patterns, this will reduce the likelihood of relapse because you're able to anticipate your triggers more effectively. Overall, this is an important step in taking control of your love addiction and achieving long-term recovery. Number 4. Develop coping skills. The fourth step is to develop coping skills to help you manage your triggers and patterns. This includes learning healthy ways to deal with stress, anxiety, and other negative emotions. Coping skills will help you to manage the emotional and psychological stress that often accompanies addiction. Instead of turning to addictive behaviors, your coping skills will allow you to handle stressful situations in a healthier manner. Depression, anxiety, and stress can be managed through the use of coping mechanisms such as exercise, mindfulness, and meditation. When you develop coping mechanisms, you begin to feel a sense of empowerment. This is because you are learning to manage your emotions and navigate difficult situations more effectively. Number 5. Create a support system. The fifth step is to create a support system. This means finding people who can provide emotional support, guidance, and encouragement throughout your recovery journey. When you need to be held accountable, and if you're looking for encouragement or need emotional support, your support system is a network of people who fulfill these needs. Your support system can consist of friends, family, therapists, or anyone who understands how you feel and allows you to express yourself in a safe space. When you feel alone, keep in touch with your support system, as they will help you get through your journey in a happier and more fulfilling manner. Number 6. Set goals. The sixth step is to set goals for your recovery. This means identifying what you want to achieve and developing a plan to get there. For example, setting goals provides you with direction and helps you focus all efforts on your recovery. This also helps you understand what you want to achieve and gives you a clear understanding of what to prioritize. Number 7. Take action. The final step is to take action. This means putting your plan into action and taking steps towards achieving your goals. This may include seeking professional help, attending support groups, or making lifestyle changes to support your recovery. We often repeat unhealthy behaviors in relationships, such as sticking with toxic partners or getting involved with emotionally unavailable people. Taking action can help you break these patterns and establish new, healthier habits. Click on the link in our description to begin your healing journey today. In addition to the above, it's also important to practice self-compassion, which brings us to bonus tip number 1. Practice self-compassion. You need to be kind and compassionate towards yourself during the recovery process. Along your recovery journey, mistakes will likely be made, and that's okay. You need to recognize that healing is a journey. a lifestyle, if you will. By practicing self-compassion, you can reduce shame and self-blame, which can be significant triggers for love addiction. Bonus tip number 2 is engage in mindfulness practices. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and yoga can be incredibly helpful for love addiction recovery. By remaining present in the moment, you can avoid getting caught up in negative thoughts or fears about the future. When in a romantic relationship, we can identify and manage triggers more effectively through mindfulness. If you're worried about potentially destroying your relationship, then this next video is just for you, as it will reveal the behaviors that destroy relationships. Click to watch now.